Moving to Cincinnati and not sure what school district you want your kids to be in? Well, today we are going to look around Kings Mills and the Kings School District. Might get into South Lebanon and Landen a little bit to just show you what makes up this district. It is a smaller district than many of the surrounding areas, and so some people like it here, although it is growing, just because it is a little bit smaller school system. Might be easier transition if you are already coming from a small district. So let's just see what Kings Mills and the Kings District has to offer. So speaking of Kings School District, I know I said that it was on the smaller side, and that is subjective, but also relative to the districts that are around Kings. If you look at Mason, there are over 10,000 students in that district. However, Kings has 4,900. So out here in these suburbs, it is one of the smaller schools. And Kings also was ranked number 12, and I would say it's probably up higher than that because I don't include Kentucky schools in Cincinnati rankings. It's rare that there are people that will go to both Kentucky or Ohio. They look at both. Most people are one side or the other. So at any rate, ranked 12th among the top Cincinnati schools through niche.com. And we just wanted to show you some of our favorite neighborhoods in the district. So first off, know that Kings is a little bit unique. There is a river and a highway that run through the district. So it's maybe a little more disjointed than other districts, but also very unique in the fact that many of the neighborhoods are very close to or back to the Little Miami River and the Little Miami Bike Path. It's an amazing area for people to walk, bike, walk their dogs, run, do all of those recreational types of things. But then you also have the Cartridge Brewing and the Monkey Bar. And if you go further down or up, there's additional restaurants and things to do. But anyway, here's some of our favorite neighborhoods. Riverwalk. Riverwalk has always been kind of that premier, I don't know why. And other people will say the same thing. It's kind of that premier neighborhood. And I think basically it has to do with, it was originally custom homes, and it's right across the street from the high school and football stadium. So it's right off the main drag and everything that is Kings. You hear the fireworks from Kings Island. You can see the Eiffel Tower and things off in the distance because they sit right behind the school. So I think Riverwalk is still by far one of my favorites. The homes are going to be priced in the mid threes to lower 400s. So up next, TPC Rivers Bend and Vista Pointe at Rivers Bend. Mostly these are custom homes, and they sit beautifully along the Players Club golf course, which is just amazing. Various sizes, styles. There's also a small section of MI Homes, which is a production builder, and those start in about the 600s, maybe high fives. But then everything else around it, because they are such a wide range of what you can get, they are probably also in the sixes up into the millions. They are still building in Vista Pointe, which is across Route 48. But both communities are completely gorgeous and have access to the Sportsplex, which is on the TPC side. And both have access to the Little Miami bike trail as well. Around the corner and down the road just a little bit is Rivercrest. Now this was the site of the 2017 Home-A-Rama, so there are custom homes up in the front, and then the back section is MI. Those homes, now that their resales are starting pretty much again in the lower 600s, and then the custom homes, sky's the limit. Beautiful amenities, clubhouse and pool, and seconds to the river and the bike path for more recreation fun. All right, down the street is Elliott Farm. This is a newer community that's being built by Drees, and they do still have some home sites, but it's going fast. There's not much left. This is kind of a unique area. They built it, on a farm. That's not unusual, but they kept the old barn as kind of a community center. You also have walking trails, pool, fire pit, fishing pond, and parks, but you also have the opportunity to garden your own little plot. Their website states that you can exercise your green thumb by tending the community garden. It has patio homes as well as single family homes, and the single family homes right now are selling in the 600s. Sounds like everything in Kings is in the 600s, but that is not the case. Just some of the newer stuff. Some of the newer, larger homes are in the 600s. Lastly, Landen Lake. Landen Lake has a bit of a spot in my heart just because when we first moved here, that was where I wanted to be. Found out quickly that it's hard to find something there. People stay forever because it's beautiful. We do not have lakes just everywhere. So we do have the river, but again, you only have so many areas that you can build houses on the river. So to have an entire community that was built around this lake, it is something special. They also have multiple HOAs to take care of the lake, the walking trails. There are 17 community pools. There are tennis courts. There are basketball courts, and with soccer. And one of the parks has a really nice mountain bike trail. A few more things about the Landen area. So these homes were built in the late 70s and 80s. It was actually Home-A-Rama in 1977 and 1981. So the homes have that kind of contemporary 80s feel, and a lot of them are, I hate to say this because I love contemporary, but they are kind of cut up. They're a little bit different than your typical, traditional house. So what I will say is it's kind of going to be a labor of love. Either you love Landen and you're willing to take a house that may not completely be what you had in mind, but are able to make it into something that you'll love. But most likely it will need some updating to be the home that you're going to really thrive in. If I haven't convinced you yet that Kings is right for you, please reach out, make a comment. We would love to know what is important to you. What do you need to know? Because this is kind of the first video in our neighborhood series. We want to make sure that we are actually helping you find the place that you will call home.